top 10 most powerful devil fruits in One Piece. Devil fruits can grant incredible powers to those who eat them, but which are the best? In a sea of hundreds of devil fruits, only an elite few stand at the pinnacle of strength and devastation. Let's dive in and count the top 10 most powerful devil fruits. Stay tuned until the end to know which one is the most powerful. Number 10. Nikyu Nikyu Nomi. The Nikyu Nikyu Nomi, or paw fruit, allows users to repel anything they touch with their paw pads. Kuma, who's currently the possessor of this devil fruit, can use these repulsion abilities not only to defend himself by repelling incoming attacks, but also to devastate opponents by pushing them at extreme speeds over massive distances. In one episode, he even made people fly for 3 days straight from one island to another. The paw fruit also granted Kuma the power to push abstract concepts and objects like pain and fatigue out of a person's body. This enabled him to take damage and suffering into his own body, showcasing the fruit's broken potential. With his cybernetic modifications, Kuma's paw powers made him an incredibly formidable fighter who could go toe-to-toe with the Straw Hats and Ivankov. Number 9. The Pika Pika Nomi. The Pika Pika Nomi allows the user to transform into, generate, and completely control electricity. Formerly used by God Enel, this Logia fruit granted him the power to turn into lightning itself. Enel could move at lightning speed, enhance his observation to track electrical signals, and unleash devastating electrical attacks like his Judgment Thunderbolt that could obliterate entire islands. With the Rumble fruit, Enel's power knew no bounds in the Sky Island of Skypiea, making him seem like an invincible god. The fruit even enhanced his electrostatic senses to the point where he could hear conversation from miles away. Though Luffy was able to beat him due to his rubber body insulating him from Enel's lightning, the Pika Pika Nomi showcased insane offensive capabilities. Its placement at number 9 on this list stems from the Rumble fruit's raw destructive potential and Enel's inventive use of its powers. Lightning is one of the most lethal forces of nature, and this devil fruit allows the user to wield it with terrifying potency. Number 8. The Heihachi Nomi. As a Logia fruit, the Heihachi Nomi allows users to become, generate, and control ice. Former Navy Admiral Aokiji mastered this fruit to turn into frozen matter and manipulate it at will. He could instantly freeze the moisture in air to create massive ice structures and glaciers, and emit freezing cold air from his body. Anything he touched would freeze solid, letting him immobilize opponents and objects. The devastating offensive capacity of the ice fruit was showcased when Aokiji froze 2 massive tsunamis during the Battle of Marineford. He could also freeze his opponents with a cold, dense air that would instantly encase them in ice. Even more powerful foes like Jozu were rendered helpless when frozen by Aokiji's powers. Beyond combat, the Heihachi Nomi also granted Aokiji freezing resilience, allowing him to shatter injuries like a brittle ice sculpture. The ice fruit lands at number 8 on this list due to its susceptibility to heat and fire. Akainu's Magma proved dominant over Aokiji's ice during their ferocious duel. It also lacks the broken abilities of some Paramecias ranked higher. Number 7. The Tori Nomi. Model Phoenix. The mythical Zoan Phoenix fruit allows the user to transform into a phoenix. Former Whitebeard Commander Marco showcased the immense power of this fruit, with phoenix forms granting him pyrokinetic abilities and unparalleled regeneration. Marco could heal from virtually any wound by transforming into blue phoenix flames, making him extremely difficult to injure or kill. These blue flames also allowed Marco to launch powerful fire attacks, delivering scorching physical strikes, and propel himself at high speeds akin to a real phoenix flight. The phoenix forms enhanced his physical attributes, and Marco's aerial maneuverability gave him great mobility in combat. Even admirals like Kizaru struggled to damage Marco due to his rapid healing and defensive flames. Number 6. The Magma Nomi. The Magma Nomi allows users to transform into, generate, and control magma. Current Navy Fleet Admiral Akainu has driven this Logia fruit's powers to their utmost limit. He can call forth devastating volcanic eruptions, reshape entire landscapes with magma flows, and launch massive molten rocks. The heat from Akainu's magma can instantly vaporize almost anything, with temperatures rivaling the sun's. During the Paramount War, Akainu's magma overpowered Ace's fire and melted off half of Whitebeard's face with one blow. His magma punches had an explosive force that could cleave through entire icebergs. Akainu could even reform his magma body from an injury. This granted him unbelievable tenacity against the Whitebeard commanders. powers. The Magma Nomi's sheer offensive destruction and durability earn it the number 6 spot. However, it lacks the hacks abilities of the Paramecias, which rank higher. Aokiji's ice powers ultimately matched it during their 10-day duel, but in Akainu's ruthless hands, the Magma Fruit made him a fleet admiral and one of the most dangerous fighters in the world government's arsenal. Number 5. The Gomu Gomu no Mi. The Gomu Gomu no Mi allows the user's body to gain rubber properties, stretching and bouncing like rubber. Wielded by the series protagonist Monkey D. Luffy, this Paramecia fruit took a power that initially seemed silly and weak, but later transformed it into one of the most versatile and creative abilities in the series. Luffy's rubber body allowed him to absorb blunt force trauma, overwhelm enemies with physical blows, enhanced by stretching, and gain immunity to electricity. But the true power of the Gomu Gomu no Mi comes from Luffy's innovative techniques. His Gear 2nd enhances his speed by increasing blood flow, Gear 3rd inflates his bones to giant sizes for massive damage, and Gear 4th combines blowing air into his muscles with Haki to create devastating compression attacks. The simplicity of rubber combined with Luffy's knack for creativity pushed the Gomu Gomu no Mi to number 5 on this list. However, it lacks the sheer invincibility and destruction of the top-tier Logias and the hacks abilities of the Paramecias above it, but in the hands of someone with Luffy's battle ingenuity, the rubber fruit more than proved itself as one of the most dangerous Paramecias in One Piece. After over 1,000 manga chapters, Luffy is still finding new ways to showcase the insane potential of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Number 4. The Opop no Mi. The Paramecia Opop no Mi allows users to create a spherical territory where they can manipulate anything within. Surgeon of Death Trafalgar Law utilizes this fruit to incredible, versatile, and devastating effect. Within his room territory, Law can disassemble opponents, teleport objects, swap people's personalities and bodies, apply surgical repairs, and more. His spatial powers grant him telekinesis-like control to levitate objects and opponents where he wants. He can shred enemies from the inside out without harming their exteriors, or disconnect body parts while keeping them alive. Law's surgical skills and medical knowledge allow him to maximize the Opop no Mi's broken abilities. At its full potential, it can even grant immortality through the perennial youth operation. The Opop no Mi claims the number 4 spot for its overpowered mix of offense, defense, support, and hacks capabilities that let Law tactically outmatch nearly any foe. However, it does have limitations. Law's stamina decreases with extensive room use, and opponents with superior Haki can resist his abilities. Number 3. The Guragura no Mi. The Guragura no Mi is considered the strongest Paramecia fruit, giving the user the power to generate tremendous shockwaves and earthquakes. Formerly wielded by Whitebeard, Blackbeard now uses this fruit to devastating effect. The quake powers grant monstrous offensive potential, the ability to crack air itself, rupture ocean floors, tilt entire islands, and obliterate armies and navies. Whitebeard could concentrate shockwave blows into pinpoint punches, or release omnidirectional quakes, affecting massive areas. Even top-tier fighters like Akainu were badly injured by Whitebeard's quakes, despite their own Logia defenses. The Guragura no Mi sits at number 2 on this list, due to its sheer, overwhelming destructive capacity that is only rivaled by one other fruit. Whitebeard's prowess made him the world's strongest man, capable of destroying the planet itself. Now in Blackbeard's possession, the fruit's power continues to grow. Number 2. The Hitoo no Mi Model Nika. The Hitoo no Mi Model Nika is a mythical Zoan fruit that transforms the user into a mystical humanoid being with rubbery cartoon-like powers. Currently used by Luffy, this fruit's awakened form granted him near limitless physical malleability and fighting freedom. In his Nika form, Luffy displays complete domination over the rubber. He freely stretches, contracts, and molds his body on command. He enhances his strength, cages opponents with rubbery bindings, and even wields the environment as a weapon by turning objects rubbery. Luffy gains tremendous physical power to match the strongest foes, while attacks and impacts simply bounce off his rubber body. The Nika fruit's placement at number 2 results from Luffy still mastering its potential. Its reality warping powers could plausibly grant absolute freedom unmatched by any other fruit, but Luffy has yet to realize the fruit's full awakening, keeping it below number 1. The extent of Luffy's power while in full Nika form remains unclear. Nonetheless, the Nika fruit has already showcased that in the hands of a creative fighter like Luffy, its rubber powers can make him a chaotic, unpredictable opponent. With training, Luffy may unlock the fruit's secrets and ascend to greater heights on this list. Number 1. The Yami no Mi. The Logia Yami no Mi rightfully claims the number 1 spot for most powerful One Piece devil fruit due to its absolutely broken abilities. This fruit allows the user to create and control darkness, but its true powers extend far beyond that. The Yami no Mi grants some of the most overpowered abilities seen in the series. It can disable other devil fruit powers through physical contact, allowing Blackbeard to negate abilities even from powerhouses like Whitebeard. The darkness can also absorb any kind of damage, both physical and elemental, to then unleash it twofold. Blackbeard also displays gravity manipulation, creating black holes to absorb anything and crush foes. Even among Logias known for invincibility, the Yami Nomi stands above the rest. Blackbeard has tanked damage from Whitebeard's quakes, emerged unharmed from Magellan's poisons, and overpowered Ace's flames. The fruit's unique capacity to cancel other devil fruit powers is what truly pushes it to the #1 spot. In the hands of Blackbeard, the Yami Nomi's ludicrous defensive and offensive abilities have allowed him to amass a crew and reputation that strikes fear into the hearts of even veteran pirates. It has more than earned its reputation as the most overpowered devil fruit in One Piece so far. If mastered further, it could truly make Blackbeard untouchable and unstoppable. That's it. In the meantime, you can check out this other cool anime video that appears on the screen. Click on it to see. Go on, click it.